and the United States.
You take responsibility for that.
First of all, I just want to say congratulations, man. That's huge, man. I was really happy for your win. It was a great show, and I know you've been chasing this title for a while, man. So I know you must be feeling amazing right now.
Yeah, it's been a long time coming, man. It's been an absolute dream come true, and for it to actually happen, it's definitely overwhelming, and I'm very excited for it.
Well, you were so focused, man, because we were trying to do this interview before the Olympia, and your team was like, he's just focused right now. He doesn't want to do anything but train and just get this title, man.
Yeah, I mean, all year I kind of didn't really want to get involved with any type of interviews or anything, and it kind of showed as well with my training, whereas I stayed covered up. I didn't post progress pictures. I didn't want to get involved with anything. I just wanted to focus on the show, coming to the show my all-time best, and then, let things happen the way they happen. So I just kept my eye on the prize the whole time.
I know, man. That's amazing. So let's talk about that. Let's talk about you focusing on this competition, obviously. Last year you did well, obviously, right? You did very well last year, and you were chasing this title, man. And talk about the preparation for this. What was different?
Yeah, so coming home last year from the 2019 Olympia, placing third was, obviously an ultimate motivation for me. But as soon as I got home, I didn't take any time off. I got right back to work. Both my coaches, Matt Jansen and John Meadows, we all sat down together. We put together a program for, obviously, our off season. And then, obviously, we all got hit with the pandemic and the COVID. And honestly, it didn't really stop me because I had an amazing friend who has a private gym that he gave me the key to. And I literally trained there for 3-4 months while everything was closed in New Jersey. And I've gone on record already and said this has probably been the best offseason I've had because his gym was straight bare bones, dumbbells, barbells, that's it. No cables, no fancy machines, nothing. So I literally was forced to kind of go back to my old school way of, the old school movement, the barbell rows, the squatting, the dumbbell rows, everything that was just a lot of guys shy away from because it hurts or it's too much. I was doing that, and my body soaked it all up. And obviously, again, we continued to train all year round. And then once we started prep, things started to open back up here in Jersey. And we were still kind of unsure what was going on with, the Olympia, if it's still going to go on, when it's going to happen. But we finally got the word that was going to happen in December. So obviously, we prepared for that. We started at 21 weeks. And I kind of just wanted to kind of go back to my old way of doing things, whereas I trained in baggy sweatpants and baggy shirts. I didn't talk much. I didn't do any interviews. I didn't post any progress pictures. Again, I just wanted to stay focused and keep the attention off of me. And I didn't really focus on what other guys were doing or what they looked like because me taking time to focus on that guy takes away from me, and that can't happen. There were a lot of people who probably didn't even have me on the radar this year simply because I didn't post anything. And that's fine because I knew what I was bringing, and I knew that I was going to, shock a lot of people, which we did this weekend. So what we put together is from start to finish, obviously played out the way we expected it to, and we got the results we wanted.
Amazing. So you put on more weight this year, right? Compared to last year? What was your stage weight last year and this year in comparison?
My stage weight last year was 169. My stage weight this year was 177.
Wow. That's amazing.
Yeah.
That's amazing. So that was strategic, right? You wanted to obviously dominate, and you wanted to present a package that was obviously bigger on stage than last year.
Well, that's the consensus that I get when I talk to judges. It's like, hey, what do I need to improve on? It's like you got the structure, you got the conditioning, you just need to get bigger. So I was like, no problem. So again, I got up to my heaviest this off season. I got up to about 200, 201, which is the heaviest I've ever been, and that's when we obviously started dieting down for Olympia, and I wanted to be able to maintain that muscle and that new size. So my diet going into Olympia was I was still eating a ton of food up until about 6 weeks out. I was still having cheat meals just to be able to maintain my weight and to be able to maintain my strength going to the show. And again, the plan that Matt planned out and Matt and John put together for me worked out perfect.
Mm-hmm. So obviously Kamal is he's a very fierce competitor, man, and a lot of people say it was very close this year. It was a close battle. So take me through prejudging. How did you feel during prejudging? Did you feel like you were on top? Did you feel like you were leading at that point?
Yeah, no. First and foremost, Kamal is an amazing champion, and he's well known for his conditioning. And I think that was one of the key areas we really honed in this year was trying to match his conditioning with the new size. When prejudging started, we're all backstage. We're kind of getting into that zone, right? And we first get that first call out, and I think it's myself, Kamal, George, and Derek Lunsford. I had no idea where I was going to go. Again, I can't look to my left. I can't look to my right. I don't know who looks like what. I just knew that it was me and Kamal pretty much dead center. And again, you just can't beat the champ. You have to knock him out. So I was literally giving everything I had, every single pose, squeezing as hard as I possibly can, just to kind of edge him out. And even after prejudging is over, you just don't know. And all I can really control is going back to the room and coming in better for the night show and ready to battle again. So that's what we did. We went back to the room after prejudging. I didn't look at any pictures. I didn't look at any photos, videos, anything. I just wanted to come into the night show better than I was in the morning, more relaxed, and again, just hungry to get back out there and battle and go one more round.
Yeah, man, that was a crazy battle, man. I don't know what the point difference was, but I was told that it was very close, like it was a couple of points, 1 point, whatever. But the battle was very tough, And I was talking to Dennis James the other day, and he said that your condition was just top notch, like you were 100% conditioned, and that could have been the reason why you won. But ultimately, looking back at the pictures and talking to your coaches, that can to achieve that type of condition, right? Now you're always gonna kind of live up to that, you know what I'm saying? Because that was just perfection, you know what I mean?
Yeah, I mean, I'm one of those guys that I always tell myself I can't go backwards, and what I mean by that is I can't place any lower than I've ever placed, and I have to always bring a new look. So the look you guys saw this year at 177 pounds was again my best look ever to date. But I know going into 2021, it has to be better. Because now I have a target on my back, and these guys are chasing me. And at the same time, I got to be better than myself. Again, I'm not focusing on the guys behind me. I'm focusing on myself and moving forward. So we do plan on putting on a little bit more size in key areas. And again, keeping that conditioning a priority.
Yeah, man, definitely. But do you feel like it's going to be tougher next year as far as, coming up with that type of condition and size? I mean, that's got to be, you know what I mean? That's a challenge.
Yeah. No, I mean, again, I'm one of those guys who's a stickler for conditioning. So I kill myself when it comes to getting in shape. I don't think I've ever been off when it comes to being on stage. That's one area that I have to be perfect in. And that's one thing I can control. I can make sure my diet's 100%. I can make sure I'm doing more cardio. Certain things are in your control, obviously, right? I'm not the tallest guy. I can't control that. What I can control is being the best me and being the most complete athlete on that stage. And conditioning is something I can absolutely control and plan to control going forward and making sure that I'm at my all-time best no matter what.
Do you feel more pressure going in the next one? Obviously, the champ now, and obviously, people expect, for you to continue your reign. You know what I mean? Like, do you feel more pressure not losing the title?
No, I don't feel any pressure at all, man, to be honest with you. Again, I know what has to be done in order to retain the title. Again, I have to continue to move forward, continue to improve. For me personally, prep starts January 2nd. And when January 2nd comes around, the medal that I have from winning this weekend goes away. And in my eyes, I'm still chasing the title as if I don't have it. So a lot of guys kind of get caught up in saying, hey, I'm the champ, and they kind of get, relaxed, right? For me, man, that medal goes away, and I almost like I'm not the champ anymore. I'm still going to be chasing the titles if I don't have it. So it's going to continue to make me hungrier, more determined, and continue to want to improve and be better. Again, I have to come into 2021 and just knock everyone out, kill everything in sight. I don't want to make this easy for anyone. So I plan on keeping this title, and it's not going anywhere anytime soon.